Hey everybody, Ben Noble and Noble Awakening here on my way to work this lovely Sunday morning. And I have some things I wanted to share with you today. I've been using the thank you tool every day that I talked about in one of my earlier blogs. And I've just been experiencing this depression the last few days, like really heavy. Like no matter how hard I try to think my way out of it, I just seem to vibrationally get dragged back into it again. And I have been at a loss of what to do, and I've been saying thank you, thank you, thank you, and it maybe gives me these little glimpses of hope, and then right back into the garbage again. And so I even had the thought last night, like, oh my gosh, this terrible vibration, it's destroying all my dreams. It's gonna not attract into my life what I desire, and it's pushing everything away, and I'm not going to be able to do any of the events and stuff like that I want to do, and none of the things that I'm trying right now are going to work because I'm depressed. And then I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. That's not fair. Oh, wait, that sounds like my daughter. Anyway, I'm like, how? There's got to be another way to think about this, because I've dealt with depression most of my life, and this idea that if we get depressed, therefore it's going to sabotage and destroy everything that we're trying to create. Well, that's not a very generative conclusion, and so I kept saying the thank yous, and then I'm driving, you know how it is. Anyway, and then I had the awareness. Wait a minute, to ask the question, what's right about this that I'm not getting? Rather than concluding that something was wrong and that everything was dying and never gonna work and blah blah blah. It's like, let's ask a question here. And so that's the question I asked. What's right about this I'm not getting? And then things started to shift. Things started to change. Well, first it was the demand. It was like, hey, wait a minute. This is absurd, this idea that just because I get depressed, it's going to ruin my life and everything that I'm trying to create. So when I asked this question, what's right about this I'm not getting, things started to open up, and the awareness that, well, wait a minute, I'm listening to all these calls, I'm expanding, I'm opening up to new possibilities, and wanting to create events and more sessions and work with more people and share myself with a larger audience and all these things. And so what if it's just kind of the cells in my body that have been totally imprinted and entrained to this limited reality that I've been living in most of my life? What if it's just them kind of going, this is really uncomfortable. We need to get you back into the no possibility realm, because that's where we're more comfortable and that's where everything makes sense to us and stuff like that. And so what if everything I'm stepping into is just kind of creating this discomfort in my body of stepping into a totally new possibility, and all this fear and doubt and everything else that's kind of been paralyzing me? What if that's all just a lie? What if it's not even real? And so, anyway, the question, I just want to encourage and invite you to ask the question, and you don't need to give up. Just keep asking the questions. And what else is possible? And what else can we create here? So that's my message for today. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you soon.